Oftentimes, my voice online is dressed in materialism. I find it to be a lazy vessel to communicate what I find important. How do you share your vision in a world where people rely on tools? This guitar I bought while I was living in Austin. I was lusting over buying my first Martin. For some reason, it was only $1,000. A guitar like this usually costs you a couple of grand, but for some reason, this guitar was listed at $1,000. Come to find out, it's been given a second life. This guy found it in pieces and had it put back together. It's far from perfect, but there's something about its flaws that has gotten me to write some of my favorite songs. It wasn't about how much it cost. It's not about the brand name, it's the guitar itself. It's like there's something human to it. Its soul molds with mine. Now you see me talking poetically about materialism right now, but what is my intent? What is the purpose?
If you can't say nothing, I'll say nothing at all. 'Cause I'm looking for love, looking for dreams, and I just messed up this whole damn take.
Yeah, I messed that up. I think, oftentimes as artists, whether it's music or photography or filmmaking, in this era, I guess I'll say, I think a lot of us forget what the point is behind art. And, whether that's expressing yourself, documenting, or just creating, it's not always just about the gear. And, oftentimes, personally for me, at least here on this existence on my channel, I use gear as a vessel of communication. I believe anybody who invests into these tools, whether they're just a, technology tech head or an artist that's wanting to scream their expressions, I think we can all agree that we all have something that we want to say. And I feel like that gets lost a lot, at least here in our space. People outside of our space, it doesn't seem like they really give a fuck, which personally, I don't give a fuck either, but I do feel like it's sort of my responsibility to remind people what the fuck the point is behind all of this. And that's just to create.
Should you tell me what you shouldn't say? What am I supposed to do with it? held it up, God knows if chain.
My intent is that there's a lot of guitars out there, but this one is special to me because something unexplainable to it moves me. Music has always been a form of communication for me. The odd thing being, I don't care if people listen to it, but more so, I get uncomfortable if I cannot express myself. I feel the need to find outlets, otherwise I get physically and mentally uncomfortable. And I don't really share my music stuff. I used to focus on it more back in the day, and you can even find my music on Spotify or Apple Music. I feel like I've lived many lives, honestly. I'll talk about my music career another day maybe, but me sharing this is a vulnerable moment for me. I used to be able to sing decent, but now, I don't practice, and I'm well aware I'm not great at it. But that's not the point of me doing it. I do it because I have to. If I don't, I fall back into that discomfort of not being able to express myself. The guitar, though it can influence me, it's simply a tool that's a part of my process.
You know, the same way I have certain cameras that affect me differently in the way I shoot. It's the same thing with music equipment and vehicles and motorcycles. I mean, whatever you find yourself being materialistic with. This guitar is special to me personally. From the way I found it, the way it's been given a second life. You know, this guitar has seen things. It's been through things, obviously. It's all beaten up and rough around the corners and edges, and it's not perfect. But for some reason, the texture, not just in hand, but also the texture of the tones, you know, the life it's lived, it affects the tone of the guitar. And for me, there's something, you know, there's a spirit behind the guitar. I know this sounds very pretentious, but it's just, I'm trying to communicate here what I'm feeling. The spirit behind this guitar really connects with certain songs that I write. You know, you guys just see a face and a voice on the internet, but I have a life. I have a personal life. I've loved, and I've had heartbreak, and I've, you know, experienced trauma and experienced blessings. And this guitar, my most vulnerable, gritty songs come out of this guitar. And, you know, I have many other guitars, and when I pick them up, they don't sit me down in that mindset. You know, obviously my channel here is about photography and filmmaking. And this is, you know, I see cameras the same way. Right now I'm filming on the LUMIX S1II. We're filming a ProRes RAW. I got the BLAZAR Mantis set of lenses. We're on the 50 right now, but I've been using the whole set for this whole video. And, you know, this camera is just a workhorse. It doesn't inspire me in the sense of wanting to go out and create with it, but it does do the job that I need it to do. And that's for my storytelling outside of the gear.
Now, many confuse tools with their voice. They see the way an artist expresses themselves, and something within them feels the need to hate on those artists sometimes. I believe that comes from a fear of taking accountability of their own insecurities. You know, all humans are flawed. We all share insecurities. And the moment you can accept yours is the moment you'll find your voice. That's the moment you become an artist. I think that's what separates an artist from a collector. A collector merely just collects the tools. An artist uses the tools. And whether they communicate through the tool or use the tool for communication, it's all a part of the art.